We hope you can join us for M class on November 7th. It'll start at 9:30, end at 3 o'clock, and it should be some of the best aviation training. I'll be doing some training, Deanna will, and we'll have some of the best industry leaders there.
If you fly in the day before, November 6th, we'll have cocktails with Casey from 5:30 to 7 with food, drinks, mingling. We should have a great time the evening before.
Yeah, on November 6th and 7th, we hope you can join us for M class. You can get internet in the cockpit today, and it's not hard. It's not expensive. Matter of fact, it's fabulous. It's called Starlink Mini, and I've got Deanna here to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about the ways we're using and potentially abusing the the availability of internet in the cockpit.
It's phenomenal. It's ridiculous. Literally, I mean, once we had internet, I don't know how long we've had internet. What, since late 90s or I don't know, whenever that came out.
And it's been available in big business class aircraft in the cabins
for huge dollars.
For huge dollars for a long time, but it was very cost prohibitive for anyone who wasn't operating a large, mid-sized to large business jet.
Right. Stupid money. No one in our world was going to be able to afford this at all. And, it's kind of fun because you go back and I can remember being over the North Atlantic like 15 years ago and sending some little one-word text that basically said, I'm safe or I'm good or I'm whatever, and getting a text back and being like, oh my gosh, this is the grossest and crazy. I can be over Greenland and send a text through this InReach or, some little thing.
Which is still a great tool.
It is a great tool. No, it's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, it's not like Starlink's going to replace InReach as far as a North Atlantic trip's concerned. We still carry our InReach. You go down, you want InReach, and I get it. But it's not user-friendly. You're not surfing the net. But I'm telling you right now, you can watch a movie on Starlink. I mean, you can do all
Which leads us into should you be watching a movie, because you can in the cockpit.
Yes.
I mean, you just did a podcast not too long ago on distractions.
Let me just tell you, distractions in the cockpit have just now, it is hockey sticked. You can do anything in the cockpit now with internet. What's fun is that we have really, really, I hate to even say names, but like we cannot even at our brand new house in a neighborhood where everybody else can get it. We cannot at our house get landline internet into our house. So what we ended up doing they wanted to dig a hole into the ground and charge us $5,000 or something. And then they even said, we can't even do that. We're not doing that for you because it's just one house. We can't even get fiber at our house. It's just ridiculous. So we basically said, all right, well, how can we get it? And Starlink's the answer. So we got a Starlink for our house. It's mounted on our house. And I would say it works great. I mean, if there's a thunderstorm right there, maybe not.
Right. But it has its limitations because it does have to talk to satellites. So heavy cloud cover can slow it down significantly.
But we're watching movies. We're doing everything at home. It's just like, it works great. It works so good that we ended up buying one for our work. Because same thing, for whatever reason, they couldn't dig under the taxiway to get us fiber to our business. So we said, well, we know the Starlink works, so we put one here. It works great. Starlink's working at home. Starlink's working at the airport. Starlink's now working because they got Starlink Mini in the airplane. And let me just tell you, the distractions, because I would never fly and watch a movie. It would never happen. But I will sit in the right seat and watch a movie. If you're over there flying, you can download anything that you would do at home, anything that you do at the office. The speeds are incredible. And pretty much what you're doing is you're buying a Starlink Mini. You're flying less than 300 knots, which is, they have like a speed limit that they know if you're going faster. This is like, it's beautiful because if you're in a PA-46 King Air world, TBMs actually go too fast. I bet you
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of TBM pilots that are back there pulling the power back and saying, well, we're going to get that engine a little bit easy of time. No, they're over there watching movies because they had to slow down to get the Starlink to not work. Anyway, my point behind the whole thing is if you're below 300 or 305, whatever the speed limit is, it's up there right up in that arena. Well, you basically put Starlink Mini up there in the panel, and you can do everything. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So it is definitely a potential source for distraction because you could sit there and check your emails and gosh, you could take a phone call through the Wi-Fi calling. You can it is rife with distractions, but there's also some benefits. Like we had a rather long trip from Texas to Michigan with a line of weather, and we were able to get more up-to-date internet provided radar pictures.
Another picture.
Another picture.
Right,
yes.
Yeah, from another source that basically, do you trust that? Well, I got another one right over here. I mean, look how this is presented as I would be at home, and look at the downlinkable that's coming via ADSB or XM, and you're looking at it. I mean, it's incredible.
Right. Yeah. So it was nice, to be able to, and in that particular case, one of us is flying, one of us is looking at different things, but we were able to pull up, additional airport information. We had to divert to a different airport. There was just more data available through a full-blown internet connection than you can sometimes get with the delays in the downlinkable weather.
And I agree. All the benefits that come from having really good internet and are there. Your family, your passengers, everybody listening to this should go buy a Starlink Mini and have it available. You're going to need a good battery pack.
Yeah.
If you're going to, we have a small little battery.
A lot of the PA-46s have an onboard source for power, but you have to get the correct adapter connections and
check it out
and rig it up. Or if you don't, in our case, in the Bonanza, we did not have that source, so we carried a battery pack with us.
We carried a battery pack. I want to say it was probably 6 inches by 8 inches by 10 inches, big one. It just felt like I was carrying this big, gigantic, heavy thing. But it worked for 4.5 hours on a flight. The entire time we were surfing the net, having a good time. We have a smaller battery pack that we flew from Tennessee back. Well, of course, now I'm the one over there. I was playing chess.
Right.
I was playing chess on chess.com, which is a wonderful website. I'm playing chess, and that little battery pack went out after about an hour and 45 minutes. And I lost my chess game, by the way. Really sucked. Really, I had made a great move, and then the whole thing crashed, and it was terrible because of the damn battery there. And my point is that either have a good ship power that's available to power that Starlink Mini, or you're going to need a battery pack. And either one you can go get, and it's all good and fine. That's all the good, meaning literally everybody, not the pilot. We're going to talk about that. But everybody else in that airplane now has literally super fast, watch a movie internet. That's a beautiful thing.
If you're in the continental Malibu, now's your chance to talk your wife into that 5 to 8 hour leg you tell everyone.
Yes, that's right. Just put in Gone with the Wind and you can watch the whole thing, honey.
That's right. That's right.
But here's the point. We got to talk about this. It is distraction from hell. I mean, it is the worst. It is so addictive. It is so easy to be sitting in that cockpit with the autopilot on, everything going good, and go, well, I'm going to go over there and check on that email, that thing, that whatever. And off you go. And now you dove into this rabbit trail. I'm telling you right now, we are not far from our first, I don't even want to say first, there might have already occurred, distracted pilot crash.
Right.
It's coming.
For which, right, internet in the cockpit will be the contributing cause.
It will be, and they will be able to go back because it's all digital. Everything's there, and they're going to be able to go back and go, that guy was surfing the net when
He was on Facebook.
that's right, when his fuel in the left engine went dry and didn't flip the thing over and the engine failed. And you could see he was over there watching a movie because he didn't flip the fuel to the left side in his jet prop or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Whatever, and because they're completely distracted.
If you think about even when you're not engrossed in something else, when you're monitoring your instruments, when something goes wrong, there is an automatic delay there of varying times depending on what just happened before your brain catches up to what's happening and you begin to take action. So in this case, if you're completely engrossed in something else, you're probably missing the early warning signs that something is about to go wrong, where that airplane is whispering to you instead of shouting. But then the shout comes.
That's right.
And now you've got to completely regroup. You've got to disengage your brain from that Netflix show you're streaming on your phone or your tablet and switch to now looking at everything and trying to figure out what just happened with your aircraft.
Yeah. What's kind of funny is, or it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. If you play chess and you're playing in flight and your wife's over there flying, you are the pilot, and I'm playing chess on my way to Michigan, and there's a bunch of thunderstorms all over the place. I played chess like crap when we were flying around weather. When it was like, well, do we go here? Do we go there? Do we go? Because I'm going to be involved, meaning I'm looking.
In the decision making.
My chess went down because I was distracted with my flying.
Nice excuse.
Yeah. But I'm.
You were distracted by my flying.
That's right. That's my point is that there's no way to fly an airplane with while you're surfing the net.
No.
It's
not and fly it well and as attentive as you ought to be as the pilot in command.
Absolutely. 100%. We are absolutely and unequivocally not advocating that anybody hook up Starlink Mini and fly at the same time. Matter of fact, don't even bring it with you because it will be a distraction that you cannot overcome.
Great for the passengers, great for, and even if you tell yourself, I've got it up there so I can access weather sources. Boy, you better have some really dogged weather up there
that's right.
that you can't get access to the information you need within your cockpit resources already.
Don't put beer in the fridge. Don't put Oreos on the counter. Don't put Starlink in the cockpit. You can't resist. You're not going to be able to miss it. You're not going to be able to resist any of that. If you put the Oreos on the counter, as much as I'm going to bust my diet, that's all there is to it. You put Starlink in your cockpit, you are gonna be distracted. So I'm telling you, there is going to be a crash, and in that crash scene, there's going to be a Starlink Mini antenna in there. And that is going to be part of the investigation. I think that's not only going to be a part, I think it's going to be a big part.
Right.
I am forecasting today.
So what we need is for everybody to do their part now to avoid that distraction so there is no accident that then creates new rules, new regulations for the masses on this, because this really is a great thing for passengers and family members riding along. I mean, it's turned the ho-hum, 3.5 hour flight into something that flies right by for them and makes their experience far more enjoyable, which means you get to go fly more.
That's right. But you've got to partition that into, if I'm in the cockpit and I'm flying, I am not watching anything on the internet. I'm not surfing the net.
Absolutely.
It is going to take self-discipline, because we're so connected nowadays. It's such a lure to go, well, let me just go check on that email. Or, what was that one little thing? It's kind of related to aviation, but it distracted you. And all of a sudden you missed 3 phone calls and you're flying into airspace that you ought not be flying into.
That's right.
Or you flew right past your airport or you forgot to switch your fuel tanks, or It's just distraction. And I'm telling you right now, I personally think that this is going to be the next bane of aviation, the next big thing out there that is going to
I
be
think it's going to become a known distraction.
that people are
I
going to have to they're going to have to fight against.
Right.
Yeah. Let me give one more that I sense. I don't know if this one will be as big, but the place to put the Starlink Mini is in the windshield.
Sure, but there are already mounts, suction cup mounts for the Starlink that allow people to put it into side windows. It wants to be facing north, so there are already mounts that have made that quite useful in aircraft for people to be able to point at different directions, the direction it needs to be based on your direction of flight. But up in the glare shield is a common place if you don't have those mounts or if that is just where north is. And so there's something else that could come off and
So let me give you a scenario that I think is going to happen unless we're proactive and really, really disciplined. Somebody's going to be flying on the northeast trajectory, and honey's going to be in the back watching a movie, and they're going to figure out that the best place for that Starlink Mini is on that left front windshield, right in the front of the pilot's view. And that's the place where you're going to get your best connectivity. And that pilot's going to say, okay, and either have a midair or not see somebody or not see a big thunderstorm coming and bump right into it. This is something that we've got to start talking about. The Starlink Mini is happening in cockpits. It's going to be in virtually every cockpit out there very, very soon. As soon as pilots figure out, all I got to do is slow down below 300 knots, and we can watch this. They're going to accept the 300 knot thing. I promise you. It's going to be funny to see TBMs because TBM 900 series flying at 299 knots. It's going to happen. I promise you, it's going to happen. They're going to be pulling the power back so she can watch a movie in the back. It's going to happen. But the other thing that's going to happen is they're going to throw that Starlink up in that front windshield on the pilot side, and they're going to limit visit. Somebody's going to try to land the airplane with that Starlink Mini up in the front so they don't interrupt their wife's movie.
sure, or they're just used to seeing it there and they're going to leave it, and you come to a sudden stop or have a veer, something happens and now that comes back off that glare shield if it's just sitting there into your lap causing new distractions.
There you go. It's a thing, and so I think that the Starlink Mini is going to be is one of the greatest things we have. You have cockpit internet now, everybody, and it's affordable. I mean, super. It's when I heard how much the money is, it was super cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to anything, and totally affordable. You can put it in your RV, you can put it in your car, you can put it in a million different places. You've got it nowadays, but it's going in airplanes, 100%. And so my contention is not to say don't have Starlink Mini. My contention is don't be distracted.
Absolutely.
Don't
Absolutely.
be distracted.
Use that superior judgment and make good calls, make good decisions, use some self-restraint, and
Don't put Oreos on the counter.
Don't put Oreos on the counter. I like Oreos. Maybe the thin Oreos.
Don't put any and no ice cream sandwiches in the freezer. You got to clean. If you're on a diet, you got to clean the house out. That's thing number one. If you're going to fly an airplane, just don't surf the net. Don't fly an airplane and surf the net. That's it. Don't fly and surf. Don't fly and surf.
Don't fly and surf.
Don't fly and surf. Well, the internet's coming. It's here. Starlink Mini. It's available in all the airplanes that we fly today. And you want to be wise about how you manage your cockpit, because this is a new thing. It is here to stay. It is not going anywhere. My bet is that a whole bunch of pilots go out there and buy the Starlink Mini just based on this podcast because it's out there and available. Joe Casey and
Deanna Casey
signing off.
Hi, this is Mike Nichols with the Piper M-Class Owners and Pilots Association. I'm here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin at EAA AirVenture. One of the best parts about this week has been interacting with members of the PMOPA, talking about flying, best practices, and all things PA-46. If you're not a member of PMOPA, as a viewer of the Casey Aviation YouTube channel or a listener to the Malibu Guru podcast, we'd love for you to join us. We'll offer you 20% off your first year membership. Please join using the code Malibu Guru. The offer is good till September 15th. We hope you'll sign up on the PMOPA website at pmopa.com. Hope you'll join us, and we'll see you at our convention in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, September 11th through 14th. Until then, enjoy all things PA-46.